We have the quarter scale male statue of 2023. Here we go.
Yeah, we're in big nuts territory now, man. Do you want to do bronze or do you want to do?
Yeah, I can do bronze. So in bronze place again is so this is the Pop Culture Shock Leatherface, and this is like, again, they're doing some great horror pieces. They did a third scale of Leatherface, and this is the quarter scale of the Leatherface as well. And it's, yeah, really, really nice piece. And it kind of like, if you have the original Sideshow Freddy, Sideshow Jason, it goes along with that line really, really nicely.
Do you still have those out?
Yeah, I got Freddy and Jason. Yeah.
I can't believe you ain't got this. I would have thought you'd jump in on this.
I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of the character. Yeah,
dude,
I'm not
this is like Ed Gein territory. How can you? This is like a real thing.
Yeah,
like Freddy and the other stuff that you collect is well like beyond the realms of reality. This is like real. This is real horror. This.
I sold my Pinhead to Dave, and I was a bit like, oh, I regretted it quite a lot. But the problem with the Pinhead was with all these pieces, they had these great circular bases like this, and then they had a good like height. But with Pinhead, he has like this really kind of flat base, which is about 1 inch, and then it's just like
sticks out quite a bit.
Yeah,
sticks out a lot, doesn't it?
So it was hard to.
You could sort of like you could have put it on. You could put it on like a razor or something, but it does stick out so wide it would get in the way of a lot of others.
If you could do like a custom base for it in this kind of style, I think it would look a lot better. The actual woman, the Hell Priestess, is actually really nice as well.
Yeah, that's a really nice. I think we gave that award. I think that won an award from us. That one.
I think it did. Probably about 10 years ago, but yeah.
All right. So the best female. No,
male.
What am I talking about? Sorry, the best male statue. Well, we're in that era, mate. The best quarter scale male statue, silver place, is Sideshow Collectibles, the Dark Knight Returns. So this is like, what is this? It's a Jim Lee sort of style, isn't it?
No, Frank Miller.
No, who is it? Frank Miller, that's it, yeah. Frank Miller, you're right. And this came out really, really well. I was really tempted with this piece to pick it up.
Apparently, I'm actually tempted with this piece as well. It actually came out really, really well. There was actually something in an article recently where allegedly he's actually meant to be facing forward. All the artwork has depicted him facing that way, and then Frank Miller said recently, no, he's actually facing like, do you know the way his like chest like that way?
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
Interesting.
In gold place, I don't think this one's a surprise. And this one is just like, this one came out of, I remember talking to the owner of the company, and basically they were talking about this piece, and it was hilarious. The conversation we had, I'll go into it in a minute, but the gold place is XM Studios Maestro, and this piece is just crazy, absolutely crazy, and it was definitely going to win this Quarter Scale Male award.
When you think about the difference between this and the other two pieces, it's almost like it's unfair.
Well, this is one of the things where when we do these,
it's like Mike Tyson in his prime versus your 2-year-old who's just learning to fucking like put his hand up above his head. It's like ridiculous. It's like it's not tough. Even close.
I mean, it's really hard because it's like, you start adding categories, but you can't keep splitting them every year, because it doesn't. Then you get to the following year, and it doesn't work. You know what I mean? So you try and cater them for things, and it becomes. I've seen it as well where some channels, they cater their awards so that they could give to all the companies that they were back scratching, and it was just like,
oh
God, But
yeah, for sure. That's why things win.
This is a quarter scale piece.
Shouldn't. Yes.
Quarter scale male piece. Even if you were to take away even if you were to go with the version A, which I think is the one without all the stuff, version A would still beat the other things.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's even if you were to say that's unfair because this is a diorama with all of those things on there, there's this. If you were to say, all right, we'll take the limited version without the canisters, without the add-ons, without this, without that, it still wins. It still wins hands
The
down.
thing is, as well, though, diorama, you've got to be very careful because the terminology of diorama is two characters in a depicted scene. That's a diorama. Now, I would argue that there's only one character there because all of those people are dead, and it's all relics.
Well, you got the two symbiotes.
Yeah, they look alive. They're pretty much alive, aren't they? They're like alive and captured, aren't they? They're alive.
Yeah.
You've seen them in person, right?
Yeah, they're alive.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could swing it, but it's a little desperate. It's a little desperate to shoehorn it into that.
It's not just two
that
characters
category.
anyway, diorama, because you also have the war dioramas as well, where it's like a whole scene.
Yeah.
So it gets tough anyway. But huge congratulations to XM. I mean, I remember having the conversation with Ben, and we were talking about. I was working for XM at the time, so we were talking about it, and he kind of let the art team get carried away with it, and he literally had his head in his hands. He was like, I don't know what's going on. This piece is just getting out of hand. This is just crazy. And they actually had more canisters that they got rid of. And they also had the sections that go round. It also went around the back, and they took all that away. So they actually had a lot more. Like, it was a bigger statue. I can't remember the ones they removed. It was like, did they remove like Hawkeye and these little characters like that? But they removed a few of them. Yeah, amazing piece though. Amazing in person. It's one of those
Love
ones
the
where,
fact it can spin as well.
yeah, it's got its own turntable.
It's
You
got a
have to make sure.
turntable. It's got light up. It's got
Yeah.
fucking light up canisters, light up eyes on the Sentinel or something. Light up Sentinel.
My only
It's
problem with that
it's
though is the batteries, but
yeah,
that's a whole other thing. But anyway,
the access,
absolutely
isn't it, to
amazing.
get to them.
Well, it's just the access, and then also if you were to say there's 3 batteries in each thing, I don't know, there's 8 canisters. That's 24 batteries, is it? No, yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a lot. Then every time you kind of want to use them, then you got to change them, and that it would have been better to do like a wireless kind of charge on the bottom. Like you can do that now with the power,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
would have
yeah.
been
And it doesn't
would have
move.
cost more, but it would have been, for the premium product, it would have been a better idea. But anyway, we're not here to bitch about the piece because it's just one, but amazing piece. Yeah, I've seen it in person many times, and I love it. I love it. I just don't have the space for it. I can't justify
I
it.
don't think many people have the space for that, my man.
170 kilos, isn't it?
Fuck that.
170.
It's jumping ridiculous. Yeah.